What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Red Crimson 102. I played that Stellar Blade demo, and man, whoo, that's gonna be one hell of a game when it comes out. And we're gonna talk about that demo, that gameplay, right in a little bit, right here, right now. But first, let me roll the intro.
I can see the space sensor over there. This is the turret's motion sensor. What do we do now?
The drone is different.
Yes, this is no longer the drone you knew.
Adam, are you listening to me?
Something serious seems to have happened. I have to return to Zion.
Oh my goodness. It's full of plants and little birds.
Alright, YouTubers, so I'm back. Red Crimson is back. So the demo came out on the 29th, which was yesterday. I'm currently recording this video on the 30th of March. So the demo came out yesterday, Friday, March 29th, and I got wind of the developers were re-releasing the demo after they actually released the demo several weeks ago, I believe, last week, maybe to be exact. People played the demo, but it was pulled. As soon as Shift Up dropped the demo for PS5, I guess they must have accidentally dropped the demo and they pulled it real quick. People were upset. Man, I wish I heard about them dropping the demo, because as soon as I heard they dropped the demo, they pulled it. So I didn't even get the chance to check out the first initial demo and compare it to the new demo they dropped on the 29th. I mean, that sucks. I mean, you guys let me know in the comment section if the first initial demo that they dropped for Stellar Blade is any different or better than the current demo they have out now. I mean, I heard there were some differences that they made the gameplay better, but I don't know. I didn't have the demo, so guys, you let me know in the comment section. But I must say, man, Stellar Blade is an awesome game, and just like I said in the intro, this game is going to be a problem when it comes out. And when I say problem, I mean in a good way. It's going to be it seems like it's going to be a phenomenal game. I mean, man, I loved it, man. The whole Asian culture, I love the characters. I like the character in the game as well as all the characters so far that they've displayed in the demo, man. The female looks sexy. They're always showing her backside. It's crazy nowadays they're using sex to sell. But man, aside from the camera angles constantly looking at her backside, the game is great, man. I loved it. Funny thing about it is, man, what I really liked about this game, other than the character design and the monsters design, which are phenomenal, is the story. This game feels like you're playing a movie, like you're controlling a movie. And I finished the demo, and surprisingly, as soon as you finish the demo, a boss rush mode opens up for you to check out. So, and it throws you into a boss rush mode where you fight one of the bosses in the later games with all your stats maxed out. You have your weapon tree maxed out, and you can do all these moves. And the game is pretty hard. Let me get it out of the way. But that rail yard demo that opens up in a boss rush mode when you beat the actual story mode demo is vicious, man. I love the different outfits that you can wear in the game. I thought that was real cool how you have different skins. I'm gonna say outfits, they're more so outfits to me. You can change your outfits, change your skins. They got some phenomenal looking skins in this game, and I cannot wait to dig into the different wardrobe that is in Stellar Blade. But anyway, back to that rail yard demo. Man, I like how you just see your character just walking up badass, and she walks into the rail yard, and this monster just scurrying across the top of the steel girder and just jumps out at you, and then like this badass rock music just plays. And for those of you guys who don't know, I love rock music. So a band, of course, made the track that plays, but there's a badass rock band track that plays while you're fighting this boss, and the music just pumps you up while you're playing this, or you're playing against this boss. You're fighting this boss, man. It just makes you feel like a badass, like, yo, you can do it. I mean, it plays out like a movie, guys. You know, like your favorite action scene in the movie plays out, and the main character is getting his mans, he's beating everybody up, and his music will play in the background. The same thing for this game right here, man. Like, this badass music just plays as soon as you walk into the rail yard and you fighting the boss, man. That music is so awesome. I was actually listening to that track for like hours straight since yesterday up until today, Saturday, March 30th. It's that badass. And even the overworld game, when you're playing the game, the main story, it has music while you're playing the game, and which is dope. I mean, because, and the reason why I'm talking about the music so much, guys, I mean, the music is very important in the video game just as much as it is in a movie, because the sound, the music is what sets the stage, set the tone for the emotions and what's going on the screen. It sets the tone for the level design and what's going on. Music is very important because in this day and age, a lot of developers that make games nowadays, especially AAA games, it doesn't have any music while you're playing the game. And I'm old school. I'm from, like, you know, to the 80s and 90s era, man. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, going all the way up to now. Back in those days, video games always had great music, and the music is really what made these games pop more, make it more interesting. Nowadays, there's no music in the games, and it makes the game boring when there's no music, because, like, you don't know how the character is feeling, and you get bored too just playing a game. It's like watching a movie with no music, but music is very important in a video game. So Stellar Blade actually feels like a game that came out in the PS3 era. This actually feels like a PlayStation 3 game, which is not a bad thing. We all know that all Sony consoles are great. The PS3 was definitely a dope system, and that's when Sony was getting, you know, most of their third-party games, most of their first-party games. It was kicking ass, pumping out games after games. And the PS3, I feel like the PS3 Wii and the 360, to me, was the last great era of gaming. Not counting PS4. PS4 was dope, of course, but Stellar Blade felt like a game that belongs on the PS3, reminiscent of Metal Gear Rising. Stellar Blade feels just like a Metal Gear Rising. Just the open world aspect of it, the gameplay, everything. It feels like a game that belongs on the PS3. I would compare it to Metal Gear Rising, and that's really not a bad thing. But I was just really enjoying the game, man. I love, you know, you can't really go wrong with these sexy female characters, man, just going through, tearing stuff up with a sword, man. But yo, I love the moves that you do in this game, and the moves you do in this game is so badass, man. The combos you can pull off, and man, this game is going to be phenomenal when it comes out, man. A lot of Xbox fans are going to have hurt feelings, man, because this game is not on the Xbox and it's not on PC. If I was Sony, I would definitely keep Stellar Blade on the PS5 as a selling point for their system going forward until something better else comes out. But I'm glad that a game like Stellar Blade is on the PS5, because in the age of, the Fortnites and, these, I keep forgetting what you call those games. Games like Fortnite and Apex Legend, these free-to-play games. In an age like that, man, I'm glad they have a game like this, which is old school. They're bringing back the single-player campaign with awesome music, awesome soundtrack. I mean, fast, furious gameplay like Ninja Gaiden, story campaign, man. And on physical disc at that, man, to get a game like this on physical disc is crazy. And damn right, I'm getting this game on physical disc. And I hope they come out with a collector's edition, because I want the collector's edition if they ever make one for this game. This game is well deserving of a collector's edition, poster, manual, and all the goodies, figurine, and everything. Dope game. Now I'm gonna go ahead. Now that I got the good stuff out of the way, we're gonna talk about the bad stuff, like what I didn't like about the game. Sadly, I mean, it's not an end-all be-all anyway, but they have time to improve this game, because this game, I believe, comes out April 29th, so next month on the 29th. But let me say this, guys. The bad thing about this game, the cons, well, other than it feels like a PS3 era game, I felt like the frame rate could have been smoother. I mean, there are options that you can change within the game. You can change between balance, prioritize resolution over, frame rate. And if you choose a resolution mode, it runs choppy. You can feel it. It feels like it's running in 30 FPS. It feels like it's running less than 30 FPS. The game chugs. So I just leave it on balance, or you can leave it on prioritize for frames per second. So I just leave it on balance, which is in between. They give you the graphics, and they give you 60 FPS. I believe it's 60 FPS. I don't know, but it runs a lot smoother in balance mode. And you can also turn HDR on and off. And of course, me, your boy, is going to leave the HDR on. I got this badass OLED LG TV behind me. Damn right, I'm going to turn the HDR and let that thing pop. You can see how it looks in the background. So I leave the HDR on and balance mode between graphics and 60 FPS at least. That's what it feels like. Yeah, so another bad thing I didn't like about the game is as well, what I didn't like about the game as well is, forgive me guys, I gotta think for a little bit. I'm just freestyling this video. This video is not scripted. Your boy don't do scripted, which I think I should. But anyway, what I didn't like about this, the second thing I didn't like about this game, guys, the combat is actually broken in this game. Like, your blocks don't register. A lot of times when I hit the block button under pressure when you're fighting enemies and in the midst of enemies trying to hit you, like, it won't block. Like, I will still get hit. Like, I'm not blocked when I'm actually holding on the block button. So the timing of the block while you're trying to parry enemies, it doesn't register pronto, so you will miss. It's like the enemy will still hit you, just go through your block. It's like the game doesn't really block. It just slow on the register, which is bad. And also the parry, which you can counter. So if an enemy tries to strike you and you block at the right moment, you can parry the enemy, leaving them unbalanced, and then you can counter with a follow-up attack of your own. So they really need to get the block parry down more on point, second for second. And like I said, I have this LG OLED TV behind me, and it's like a 1 millisecond. So it's definitely not me, because I'm blocking, I'm hitting the block button, but it's not blocking. It blocks when it wants to block. And the enemy, like, the AI is cheap in this game, especially when you're fighting bosses. When you're about to win, the boss can just do like extra moves and just hit you even if you're blocking. And fighting that boss in the rail yard, for example, like, he has a wide hitbox, so he does a move where he dives and another move where he charges at you, and you can press the circle button to the left or right. Basically, you can dodge to the right, and there's a dodge move you can do. So whenever you hit the dodge button, which is circle, it slows time down and you don't get hit, and you can counter, or you can just get out of the way. But a lot of times the dodge move, even if you hit it at the right moments, it still won't work, and the enemy will still hit you and catch you in a combo. And if you're far away from the boss, He does a diving move where I would still get hit. If he tries to rush at me and get out of the way, I still get hit. And a lot of times the dash doesn't register. So shift up if you're listening to me. If you're watching this video, you really need to fix the timing on the blocking and the parry for this game. Because with a game that's fast paced like this, especially with bosses and the enemies, you know, you should be just as quick as when you press the button, you block or you counter. And like, another thing I didn't like, when you're hitting the enemies, it felt like the enemies felt like sponges a little bit. They didn't really react to the hits. They would just stand there or whatever. And then in the midst of you hitting them with combos, they can actually just override your move and hit you in the middle of your combos. And I noticed too, when you're doing combos as well, pressing the different button sequences that you need to pull off a combo, it's like if you let, I notice when I let go off of the controller, if I want, pretty much when I try to break up, I try to stop doing the combo because I know the enemy's gonna swing and hit me. The game still finishes a combo and it's on, and I would get hit. But they definitely need to fix the parrying, the blocking, and the time dodging on this game to be on point. And there's a move that the boss would do, the enemies would do, where it's yellow. Even when I try to get out of the way, jump out of the way, the game would let me jump out of the way. And after you combo a boss or an enemy, and the enemy just laid it after the combo, when you try to move or continue hitting the enemy, the game won't let you. It's like the game just lets you pause and just stand there for a minute until the boss get himself together, and then when he's ready to hit you, then the game lets you move. So this game, combat-wise, the blocking, parry, and the timing of the dodges need to be fixed for sure. And if they can polish that up, this would be a phenomenal game, an awesome game. Ninja Gaiden, which is a very hard game, but the game becomes easy if you know the enemy patterns and you know how to pull your combos off. One thing about Ninja Gaiden, that game is pretty much perfect as far as combat goes. When you block, you block. If you know how to count at the right time, it counts at the right time. So this game needs to, you know, get that down packed. So shift up, man. Just go ahead and work on the parrying, the blocking, and the timing of dodges, and allow me to just get out of the way and run away from the enemies when I know they're going to do a move, because the enemies have special moves as well, just like you, where like it flashes blue and you have to hit up and surf at the same time to do a little teleport move behind them. But a lot of times, even when I do it at the right time, it doesn't work. And the enemies are, I believe they move way faster than you. You move slower than the enemies. I think you have like a slowish move about you, which I didn't like. So you feel kind of stiff, but the enemies are faster. So you need to speed. I forgot her name, the main character, but you know, you need to, I'll just call her Stella for right now. You need to make Stella move a lot faster with her movements. So the game still feels like it needs to be polished, gameplay wise, combat wise. Just get that fixed, shift up, and this game will be flawless, man. Took me a little bit to get used to the game. Yeah, well, it didn't take me that long. Let me stop playing, but it just kind of felt funny. I was like, whoa, this game felt like it belongs on the PS3. But hey, that was a good era. It's cool. Oh, another thing I hate too, the last thing I want to add I don't like about this game, the fall damage will kill you in this game, which is terrible. I'm like, wow, that's kind of old school, like really, really old school. Like, you know, this chick, man, I don't know what I don't know if she's an android or some kind of superhuman, but I mean, come on now, like me just jumping off a ledge onto the ground, it can damage you or it kills you. Like in the first level of the demo where you can climb up the statue, I climb up the statue and it's like, okay, let me just jump off or walk off the edge, and it actually killed me. And this game is very difficult, man. It's very difficult, but they do need to tighten up the combat a little bit more and make the button position more precise, because I should be able to block and parry moves at the right time with no issues. So that right there could actually hurt the game. So hopefully when the game drops, they fix that issue. If not, I'll probably just play the game on easy. And I don't like playing the games on easy. I like a challenge, but technical issues can make the game harder. I don't want to fight with that. You know, when I press the button and I know I block, I want it to block. If I hit the dodge button and I know I dodge that move in the right time, that's how it's supposed to be. I don't want it, I hit at the right time and it doesn't register. It makes me it makes anybody frustrated. So, you know, I'm gonna try to play the game on easy on the demo and see if it plays any different or any better. But fix that, man. Stellar Blade, awesome game. YouTubers are making big noise over this game. I'm glad I downloaded this demo. I cannot wait for this game to come out. I'm not gonna speak too much about it because you can download a demo now, but I told you the pros and the cons of this game, man. And also, just my treat, I'm gonna post a video of me playing the Rail Yard boss in the boss rush mode after when you beat the demo. I got owned instantly in 2 minutes. I mean, the boss is pretty tough in this game, man. 2-3 hits can kill you. But you know me, video games got a pattern, and I figure out the pattern. And once I figured out the pattern, yeah, I owned that boss. I died a few times, but once I got the hang of his moves, I started dying less, so I can beat him more now. I beat him like twice. But the technical issues I told you about, the cons of the parrying, the blocking, and the dodge timing is broken. So that actually added to the frustration of me losing to the boss a lot, because I know I blocked that move or I dodged that move. So they need to work on that, man, and work on the hit detection and the boss reaction when they get hit. Alright guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about this game, man. Stellar Blade, awesome game, man. I can't wait. So they need to keep this game close to his chest to sell platforms. Don't let it go to Xbox, man. Well, I know it's not gonna go to Xbox anyway, but a lot of Xbox fans are gonna be hurt off of this game, man. When they see it, man, they're gonna be salty. Feel already salty about not having Helldivers 2 on the Xbox. Why should Sony put their games on your system so you can win? Lucky enough, Sony put their games on PC, which they shouldn't do anyway. That's to appreciate the value of the PlayStation 5. But anyway, Stellar Blade, y'all. And if you're new to my channel, man, of course you already know, like and subscribe. Red Crimson 102, man. Let me know what you think about Stellar Blade, man. Again, got some awesome skins, man, and awesome wardrobe in this game. I can't wait, man. I'm getting everything Stellar Blade. I need that poster. I need a figurine, an action figure. I definitely want the soundtrack for this game. And here's hoping when the real game comes out, the finished game, they keep that same music that plays when you fight the boss, man. Peace out. Like and subscribe. Yeah.
What, buy a jumpsuit? That was a little weird looking monster.
That's what it is. It's a monster. You can change your outfits. Oh wow, hold on.
You came back.
Nah, I started up.
Oh, you started over?
Yeah.
Oh, you can change your ponytail?
Rail Yard. You can change your outfit, shoes, whatever. There's a lot of nice clothes in there. I love the story in the game. Damn. Shut up.
That was the best rapper you did?
Yeah. I like the music. See, you cheated right there. I wasn't supposed to get hit. Saw that? That was hot.
That's our power.
Jeez. 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 I saw that happening. Jesus. Shut up. Owning him right now.
Looks like he was there.
He gonna die. Look at his life bars at the top.
Okay.
Music, dude.
Yeah, her outfit's cute.
I like the story more than the story is good. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Think about it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like the moves you can do in there. You
Yeah.
can change the outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn, this thing is recording. I didn't even know.
Oh, it's recording you?
Yeah, I had to